My name is Barry Brandon. I'm known on social media to some as the queer Indigo. I was originally born in Miami on South Beach. I grew up in the Fort Lauderdale area. I have since lived in Atlanta, Chicago, New York City, and Berlin. I love to travel. I love meeting people. I love being introduced to queer culture around the world. I love to learn about our community, and I love to laugh and have fun, and I really love the water. I was born with a rare congenital heart defect that was later diagnosed as Shown syndrome. So when I was first born, they didn't have a diagnosis for my heart condition. I think it wasn't until I was 11, 12, 13, or 14 or so that they had a name for what it was. It affects a lot of your heart and around your heart, the functionality of everything that is leading to a healthy heart. And through this condition, I have had 8 heart surgeries. I think about my heart condition every day. It has made me who I am. It is a part of who I am, and it impacts a lot of the choices that I make for how I live my days. But it also, I try to not let it limit how I want to navigate the world and who I want to be and what I want to accomplish and do. But I can't not separate myself from it because it's such a huge component to me. I was born with this is all that I know. I have to take care of myself in other ways, or pay attention to small nuanced details about my day, or just really listen to my body if I'm having a dizzy spell or a shortness of breath or palpitations. It's just something that I just learned how to deal with. But yeah, that's a hard question. Well, I think the LGBTQIA movement has been gaining momentum as we've had outlets like the internet and social media, and also with programming that really is centered around LGBTQIA people and the continuum of our community. When you think about Netflix and Hulu and Amazon being able to just create content as they wish to, not based on potentially the concept that someone will buy a ticket to see the movie or will tune in on network television to watch it because it's reliant and dependent on advertisement. These are platforms that are funded through subscriptions that then have more of the ability to program shows that they hope people will tune in and watch. And I think that what we've seen is a big difference in representation and in inclusivity, and also the ability for, on a global scale, for people to be able to access this kind of art and imagery and connection to human beings that are feeling more empowered to share their stories and themselves. So I think visibility has played a huge part in our movement as a whole, I think. Honestly and wholeheartedly, I really do not see myself as a role model. I genuinely see myself as a community member who happens to voice their opinions and their point of view and showcase my expression and my identity maybe a bit more than other people through my social media and through conversations that I have. I really believe that all of us have an equal amount of power and all of our voices matter. And for me, I just feel as though I'm another community member who happens to create content that some people are being attracted to and liking, and also some people don't like it, and they don't love it, and that's okay. My advice to younger people in general is, if you are in a position of safety, living in a safer space, that you feel inclined to really take ownership over your space and your power and your queer identity, and showcase yourself and your visibility and express yourself as freely as you can, because that form of expression is contagious. And I think if we all just stand in our truth and we live in our truth, that is going to be the driving force between the further trickle effect of love, compassion, and equality, and getting there faster through visibility. Well, I came up with a nickname because I identify as a queer human and I identify as an indigo child. So I put them together and voila, the queer indigo name was born. I was working in queer nightlife for a long time as a curator and producer and promoter, and at a lot of the events I would MC or I would be a host, and I would just walk around the event or the bar, the venue, and sometimes I was in heels, and I just would walk to the beat of the music. And so fast forward to about a year ago, a friend of mine, Josette, who got really big on TikTok and Instagram and on YouTube and social media. She's like a singer, a dancer, an actor, a comedian, a model, all of the things. So she called me about TikTok and was saying, you know, you really just need to get on this app and walk. And I pushed back several times. Finally, we were together in Chicago and I did a video with her, and she sent it to me and I posted it and people were reacting to it. So the next day I was with my friends and we were waiting for an Uber to go to brunch, and I was like, we're gonna just do this dumb thing. And so we filmed ourselves doing a video, and it got a lot of attention, so we kept doing it. And then it became just something that we did. So it stemmed from sort of a hybrid of doing that for a long time, and then of course the more formulated way of curating it and capturing it with intent and then posting that way. Well, I started trying on heels when I was young, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was trying on my mom's heels and trying to walk in them, and then over the years, I think I just would purchase them once in a while and walk in them. I'm really not so great walking in stilettos. They're challenging for me. I'm not the greatest walker in stilettos. I have seen so many people that stomp the house down in stilettos, and I'm like, I can do it for a little bit. Thank you so much for the congratulations on QI Collection. I am so excited that we have finally launched this. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. I've been thinking about ways of what kind of pieces or what kind of accessories or shoes or clothing that I would love to put out to the world and see if they would be interested in. I tend to shop at secondhand shops and boutiques and thrift stores, and when I'm traveling, I'm always trying to pick up key pieces here and there. So maybe sometimes people are interested in what I'm wearing because it looks like something that maybe isn't picked up or purchased at a store or shop that they might know of or think of. Wanted to have an online store for a long time, and I'm excited to get it launched. We're working right now with a few queer designers to launch some pieces that you can only purchase through QI Collection, some exclusives, so we're really excited about that. And the neon stilettos are doing well. I think we've sold 50 plus pairs since we launched last week. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I've got a project in the back of my mind that I've been toying around with for years as well, and I'm finally ready to begin to work on that. It's in massive pre-production, so I'm not even ready to share it because I don't even know how to verbalize it yet. It's still very much in my mind. But there is something that I'm working on, and just continuing to make the walk videos. I'm really excited for COVID to be under control so I can travel more and have meetups where people from the community just come and meet, and then I teach them a walk and we do it together. So I'm really excited to get that back. I was doing that in the beginning of 2020, but then COVID happened, so of course everything was at a standstill. But I'm excited to get back out there on the road, building QI Collection, adding more pieces to the website, and continuing to laugh and love and have fun.